Look at it and see what happens to traitors.
You promised to be merciful.
I was. I gave him a clean death. Look at him!
How long do I have to look?
As long as it pleases me. After I raise my armies and kill your traitor brother, I'm going to give you his head as well.
Or maybe he'll give me yours.
Now that, right there, was some damn fine acting. Hello everyone, my name is Ryan, and I have opinions on the difference between an actor and a character. Normally I wouldn't think that I would have to do a topic on this, but considering the recent reactions of people to Wyatt Russell as John Walker in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it seems that many people still have a difficulty distinguishing reality from fantasy. Wyatt Russell is the newest victim of a modern trend audiences have had in recent years, in which they become absurdly and dangerously aggressive and hostile towards individual actors and actresses due to the characters they portray. This has manifested itself in anything from Twitter posts and threads bashing actors, to doxing, the act of publishing an individual's personal information, and death threats. We've seen this treatment greatly impact the lives of the targeted, and in some cases even ruin their professional careers. This behavior has targeted actors in beloved franchises such as Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, and even the Star Wars film series. The results range from the semi-amusing anecdotes, such as Lena Headey having to forcibly sign autographs when with the rest of the cast because fans think she is too mean, to the horrible fact that Kelly Marie Tran needed to deactivate her social media to escape death threats. All stemming from the horrible deeds, or in some cases just mildly annoying behavior, of their characters. Jack Gleason, the famed Joffrey Baratheon, pint-sized tyrant, even took an extended break from screen acting, only recently returning to television in 2020. All because he was so good at being so bad. And that's the kicker of it all, really. All this hate is directed at individuals who in actuality are outstanding at their jobs. The main thing all these actors have in common is that they were so exceptional in their portrayals of vile, wicked, and awful characters that it caused tangible reactions in the viewers watching their shows and films. They actually tricked audiences into immersing themselves in their fictional world and believing in their version of reality. In other words, they successfully did their job as actors. For example, Anna Gunn had a rough go of it from her portrayal of Skylar White in the hit Breaking Bad. She was universally hated by fans for her penchant to get into the way of her husband Walter White's plans, as well as for the various times she undermined or degraded him in their view. However, this is the point. She is meant to run antagonistically towards Walt, as he is a manipulative criminal constantly putting his family in danger. Yes, we are meant to root for Walt, as he is the protagonist of the show. And it is the writer's job to make him as sympathetic as possible, considering how awful many of his actions are. It's a testament to their ability that the writers were able to make a character's actions of divorcing a lying, manipulative, criminal spouse into such a hated turn of events. And that's the ultimate goal of many of these characters, to get you to hate them. This is why the hatred over Wyatt Russell is particularly so concerning, given what little he has done in the show so far. As a bit of context, this video is being written April 4th with the goal to record on the 5th and edit in the following week or two. As such, what I discuss now will be spoilers for the first 3 episodes of the series, and any insight I provide on John Walker's possible future role is speculation on my part, going off of the narrative clues the writers have left. With that being said, as of now, John really isn't that bad of a character, so the hatred stems primarily from the simple fact he's been made the new Captain America over Sam. I won't spoil the reasons behind why for you here, but I will note that they are set up quite well narratively. The animosity audiences feel toward John being picked instead of Sam stem from the idea that Sam is worthy and John is not. And really, that's the whole point of his character. John Walker is not meant to be the new Captain America. He's meant to be an obstacle Sam overcomes. The writers are well aware of the significance of having a white man take on the mantle over a black man, and are using it to garner a reaction out of you. They use these developments, as well as your reactions to them, to make a social commentary regarding the climate that race relations have had over the last few years. This is nowhere more apparent than in the second episode when Bucky and Sam get into an argument in a predominantly black neighborhood and cops get involved. The scene plays out exactly as you'd expect, with the cops being critical of Sam, and only once his status as an Avenger is revealed is the situation resolved, with the cop being apologetic. For the time being, Wyatt Russell's character serves much the same function as the cop in that scene. A reminder of how events may play out if they were to take place in our real world, with people who are well-meaning and trying to do their jobs, but oblivious to the harm it may cause. And that's essentially what John Walker is trying to do. He's trying to live up to the image of a job that was thrust upon him. In the few scenes we've seen him in, you see the stress of living up to the image of Captain America is having on him. From this, we can see him serving as a foil to Sam and his eventual accepting of the mantle. But even if he does end up playing the antagonist towards Sam, and knowing that the goal of the character is instigate anger in audiences, this does not justify the atrocious actions being taken against Russell. Wyatt Russell is merely a man, attempting to portray a character envisioned by a team of writers used in a strategic way to elicit a reaction from viewers. He has not made the character's decisions himself, and does not act out of malice towards Anthony Mackie. He is simply playing a role as it has been given to him. But that doesn't give carte blanche to shift blame to writers either. They are only trying to craft a story that draws an audience in and immerses them in a world, and uses events and plot to get you to root for or against certain characters. And that's the joy of story-based entertainment, to invest in a particular party or character and cheer for their triumphs and boo at their setbacks. To attack someone based on this, even if you hate a character or what a character stands for, is simply put, childish and foolish. An entertainer should never have to fear for their safety due to the portrayal of a fictional character. This blurring of the lines of fantasy and reality is frankly a little disappointing and very, very scary. So in the future, if you are ever watching a show and a character is so remarkably cruel or frustratingly annoying, do us all a favor. Find the actor's page, their Twitter, or some way to contact them, and praise them for their performance. Let them know just how well they did in affecting you as a viewer. After all, that is their job in the first place, and it may even help to counteract the hatred and harassment from people a little bit more out of touch with reality.